But in honor
There
of
we
the
go.
spelling bee, I thought I'd conduct a little spelling bee between all you.
Oh shit!
Using some of the most commonly misspelled words.
You son of a bitch!
So I want you guys to put your hands up because I don't trust Pat. And we're gonna go clockwise here, starting with Will. Okay, Will, your word is entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Elon Musk is one of the greatest entrepreneurs the world has ever seen.
It's really true. Entrepreneur. E-N-T.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh hey!
Oh yeah!
Morning and welcome to episode 957 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, we're talking Platinum Jubilee, Best Coast news, inappropriate gestures from the militaries of the world, content for/from the Hardo Hive, and what else on this fantastic Friday, fellas?
It's my party.
Yeah, what is it? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
We'll find out.
Charles, Charles, take me to my party.
What is the fucking Jubilee?
It's like a gay military parade.
Yeah, it's like her anniversary. It means it was like her 79. It's like her 150th year as queen or something like that.
Yeah,
It's like-
I heard she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
Shocker.
there's like a platinum, and they're like it's like
There's
it's like
nothing after
It's
platinum.
like wedding anniversaries. Yeah,
No one's
they've
made
never,
it to platinum.
They've never. This is uncharted territory.
Yeah.
I think it's
They don't even
Earth
have a name
75
after
years.
platinum.
Yeah,
after platinum. 'Cause she'll be
I
dead.
can't wait to find out everything.
it's
about
my
it.
last jubilee.
In the TikTok International moment, we're talking about a very rude thing that the Chinese have been doing to Canadians, and then also a tradition that's older than really almost any other human tradition. Something that unites and bonds us. It's a feel good story.
Prostitution.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end,
Older.
At the end, there's a few voicemails I'm playing, but there weren't a lot submitted again. So I've created like a little hodgepodge of the Hard Factor Hive community events, updates, a couple things maybe from Discord, maybe Facebook comments, maybe Inside Baseball on the show. We'll see. I got a couple names for it that are all terrible that we'll throw out during that section too.
Oh
Look
man,
for
I
those.
got one too. You just saying that I got a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have some fun with it. But it's gonna be like
Speaking
a
of
all-encompassing thing, not just voicemails.
wonderful. Speaking of content, more content from us. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. Florida Man Friday is out now with 6+ Florida Man tales this week. Very strong. I'd say.
I think so too. Some characters. We found some characters this week.
It's an XL, Florida man.
Yeah, it's over an hour for sure.
Flaccid.
Way over an hour flaccid.
Yeah, you'll know what we
It's
mean
got some
when
coloration to it.
you get to about the 30-minute mark. 35 minutes.
That's what we call a tease.
Yeah. Old Hickson.
Great tease. Tune in for the flaccid hour.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, there's a beach in
it's
Florida
big,
you
Wes.
can go to. It's big.
It's a big flaccid hour, you know.
Yeah. It's large.
It ain't hard to listen to.
No.
That's nice floppy flaccid hour, just right out there for you. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you want to get your hands around that big old floppy flaccid hour of Florida Man.
You're gonna want to bring both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
both
you'll need them.
hands. Yeah.
Well, you might need both feet too.
I have an update that was going to be in my Hive Jive or whatever we're calling it. The Hive.
That's
Hub.
one. That's
Yeah.
one.
I've got
That's the first one.
That's
Write
one
it
of-
down now. We'll revisit at the end of the show.
Exactly. But I'll just say it now. We're thinking about putting those shows on like Apple Podcast subscriptions and then charging the same amount of money
Right.
as we do in Patreon. So if you're like,
if you don't want to be a
if you don't like
Patreon
signing
member,
up on
but
Patreon and giving your data there, like
On
if you
your
already have
Apple
Apple Pay, we're gonna probably just give the Florida Man Fridays if you pay $5 a month and the Hive Hour if you do 10 plus, you get the floor. So that should be coming soon. So
End
that-
of next
yeah.
week, those sons of bitches at Apple have 2 accounts set up for us, and I've been trying to make them 1 account for fucking
Yeah.
a year and a half.
Yeah, we're gonna get it soon.
Well, we were going to try to do that also on Facebook, but then they removed the premium podcast subscription.
What
So
a
we're
run
still
that
working.
was.
Right, that was
Facebook.
weird. That
What
was
a
very
run.
short-lived.
I think
Yeah, it
Apple
was like, what,
subscriptions
like
will be
6
cool.
weeks they had podcasts up or something.
Oh, they never fully realized it. It was the
Right.
announcement, 4 months of it not existing, 2 months of it existing, and then a bye-bye email from Facebook. Nice, Zuckerberg.
So we're adapting with the times, and the next move is we're going Snapchat, getting you some.
Man, Apple
subscription
Pay,
on
like it's
existing
like fake money when it comes from your
I know.
wallet. It's like you're not even really paying it. So
I got approved for a home loan over the phone. Apple
Yeah.
Pay. Does anyone send us a dick yet on Snap? Has anyone checked? Jackson, Intern Jackson,
and Eric, yeah.
Intern Jackson. I want you on dick duty. You hear me?
that poor guy, he's
I
gonna.
want you just scanning for dicks.
Oh
He's
man,
gonna be
Don't
in the Snap.
screenshot it though. They'll know. They get a notification. Take a photo on a buddy's phone and send it to me.
yeah. Have a backup phone right behind your phone on the phone. Yeah, the camera.
Analog.
My dick
do the
pic
news.
look like a concentration camp dick pic photo right now.
It's real skinny, huh?
What?
It's so hairy and just because I'm so fat, it's like just sucked in, you know.
They were
just-
hairy in the concentration camp.
Well, yeah, they
Certainly
weren't
weren't fat.
shave.
Oh, okay.
No, they shaved
No
them.
grooming,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, what?
Oh,
They,
that's
they
a-
can
No
shave.
grooming. No, they didn't shave in the
It
concentration.
was a bit of a stretch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Critiquing my joke.
I don't know. I went to the Holocaust Museum. You did too. I don't know.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know if it's
my
accurate.
God.
I just don't know if it's accurate. That's my thing.
My dick is being mistreated
Doesn't this look like a
There you go.
concentration
like
camp
a
dick to you?
concentration camp person.
I'll put it in sepia. All right.
I thought you just meant
Black and
dehydrated.
white.
I've been beating my dick like it's a slave.
Let's move it right along.
Let's do the
Ugh.
news.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Fun fact, and this makes total sense, guys. Did you know that 60% of the average human brain is fat? Did you
Oh,
know
that makes sense.
Yeah. It's no
And
wonder.
maybe a little more for us.
Right.
Didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah. That's right.
Shut
No
up,
wonder.
fathead. Is that where that comes from?
Oh, that's why brains taste so good.
Your brain's all
Yeah.
fat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get a fat head?
No.
No.
Like
You didn't get your favorite player on your wall.
I had
No.
one in a house I was living in, but it wasn't mine. But
I had a
I
giant
liked
Agassi poster, but not a fathead.
You had an Agassi poster?
You damn right I did.
it. Wes is a huge
He's just
Agassi
so
guy.
cool.
He was the shit.
Oh man.
One of those Raycon commercials.
How did he know he was gonna go as bald as he went? Right, like
Yeah,
his
he had the long hair for
his hair was like a premonition. Like
Yes.
he was enjoying every minute of that hair.
Yep.
For every second he had it.
But
before
I
it was
like a guy
gone.
like that
Yep.
that can do it both ways because he did it
It's like he
long
knew.
and short. He did it. He had a mane and he also did it cue ball. So that's respect to that.
We should ask Wes, his biggest fan, which he preferred. What, did you have the hair or no hair?
I had the long hair.
Yeah,
Look at my picture,
Nice,
of
yeah,
course.
bad boy Agassi.
the lion.
This was in the 80s, fellas.
Brooke Shields, Agassi.
That's right. Steffi Graf Agassi was bald.
Like neon Nike age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just saying, you put Steffi Graf and you put Brooke Shields next to each other. I'm just saying.
He wasn't just breaking serves, he was breaking hearts.
That's right.
Certainly.
But yeah, so it's also National Donut Day. So, take your fat brain on over to Dunkin' Donuts or your favorite donut place and lube it up. Lube that
Fuel
brain
it.
up. Because that's what it does, actually. The fat lubes it up so it can properly it helps the structural integrity and the fluidity of the brain cells is what the fat does.
Delicious.
So, yeah, you're welcome. It's important. Fat is important to the brain survival. We're not going to get into it. I do want to acknowledge the 4 people that lost their lives in another mass shooting at a medical center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So far, 2022, 233 mass shootings by definition, which I believe is 4 or more people getting
Three
shot.
now.
3 now? Okay, 3 now.
3, yeah, 3 is the definition.
So we're in day 153 of the year, 233 mass shootings so far. So not great. Thanks, Chicago, for really inflating those numbers. But our sincere
How many out of
condolences.
Chicago? Can you remove that?
Yeah, I don't know.
they're-
It might
they're-
be like 15 after you take away Chicago. So our condolences to the people in Tulsa and other places. So, but let's move on. I
Yes,
don't want to talk about
It's
it.
terrible. Also, I mean, no more gun control, but also the Uvalde police are now obstructing the DOJ report
Oh, the
on how
Uvalde
badly
is
they
a mess.
responded to
I don't want to
Robb
get into that.
Elementary.
Yeah, it's a
So
mess.
it's just, it is a mess, and we're aware of it.
Yeah.
Everybody
If you
who's
want to
like,
talk, if
you haven't
wanna
talked about
guns,
that yet.
If you want to talk guns with us, you got to get in the Discord. We're
That's
done.
right.
We're done doing it
So
on the
now-
show because it's
not
not
doing it
fun.
every day.
It's not funny.
We're not
It's
doing
not
it every day.
Yeah, it sucks.
Come on.
Okay, let's move on. More sad news. Yeah, buddy.
That was
Yeah.
the poster, huh?
No, that was not the poster.
that was his playgirl. That was his
Time out.
playgirl.
Time out.
might
Look at that inseam. What is that? Like 3 inches? Put that back up. Was that a 3-inch
You
inseam?
think you think you can see? Oh yeah, it's short,
That's
and he's
short.
not popping out. So I mean,
Well, you know,
Damn. I want to see if I can find. I'll try to find
he's
the poster.
no, he's
the
no
exact
Charles
poster.
Hickson from Florida.
I'm pretty
That
sure the
is-
poster I had, he was doing it. He was serving. He was hitting a nice slam.
Of course.
oh, that's the
Um,
one.
yeah.
That's the one right there.
Oh,
Neon
bro.
Nike.
Yeah, there
Look
he
at
is.
that.
There
What a
he
sex
is.
machine he was.
Looked
He was.
incredible.
Yeah, he was
Mullet.
fantastic. Tennis
Neon
player.
Nike.
Sad news, sports news. Former NFL running back Marion Barber has died at the age of 38. Police in Frisco, Texas, found his body in an apartment following a wellness check. He was, of course, a star running back for the Cowboys in the 2000s, and the cause of death has not yet been announced. So
Sad.
that sucks. From NBC News, a federal judge in New York on yesterday, sentenced disgraced lawyer Michael Avenatti to 4 years in prison for stealing money owed to porn star Stormy Daniels, his former client, for writing an explosive 2018 book.
This
Here's the
guy's
two.
Such a sleazeball.
Here they are. Yeah.
They didn't care
so-
about him not paying for his kids, but they really cared about
Oh
him
my
robbing
God,
Stormy's money.
He's ripped off every business partner he's ever had. He rips off his
Including his
clients. He doesn't
wives.
pay his
Yeah,
child
his-
support.
What did he
Yeah.
try to get
Guy's
Nike
like-
to do? He tried to talk
Oh,
Nike.
God.
Tried to extort
Oh,
them.
He tried
Right.
to sue Nike.
Yeah, he tried to extort them over
blackmail
something that was
them. Yeah.
public knowledge from like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It was-
paying
it
their
was the
athletes or some
craziest
shit.
scheme.
Yeah.
And then they just
Yeah.
came out. And,
Yeah.
like, they came out and like flipped it on his head and like sued him.
Everybody was
or something like
laughing
that.
at him because it
Yeah.
was ridiculous. It was
He's
just
already
the
in jail for
craziest
that.
scheme.
He's such a scumbag.
Yeah.
He's also an
It's
idiot.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. So in February, he was convicted of wire fraud and identity theft for pocketing $300K of the $800K advance that Stormy was paid for the book. Full disclosure, which of course had all the mushroom tip claims about Trump's penis and all that
It's a
kind of stuff.
40% fee.
Toadstool. Toadstool
Um,
dick. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Moment.
total dick. So again, Avenatti's already
Yeah.
in jail for 2020 conviction for extortion and transmission of interstate communications with intent to extort and wire in connection with Nike.
Just shoot him
Nike
in the
thing,
head.
yeah.
Just shoot him in the head.
Because
You
he
know?
like tried to extort them via tweet. It was insane. It was
Yeah.
it was a weird moment.
Yeah,
when
it
he,
was
when he did
hilarious.
that. It was like, but it was also after he had like fallen on hard times. Like everybody knew about his child support shit.
You know
and,
what?
like,
I
he
take
was
it back.
scrambling, and he.
I would watch a TV show of Avenatti in jail, like working the jail system. Like,
Oh, he must be
Imagine if you
so
could-
smooth.
yeah, he's got so many packs of cigarettes moving around that place.
Oh, he's trading pictures of Stormy
Look at that guy.
Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yeah.
cigs.
You think him?
Get a
him and
camera in
Arch
there.
Deluxe, Arch Deluxe Hunter's buddy could get put into the same prison? That would be electric. Put a camera on that.
I don't know. So anyway, he's got 2.5 years. He's going to serve for Nike. Then once that's done, another 2.5 years for the Daniels matter. So he's just going to serve them, I guess, partially concurrently. Moving on. You guys like the spelling bee, the Scripps National Spelling Bee, where like the biggest nerds from around the country come and they
Not a
test their
fan of the
skills?
sponsor, but yeah, I like the spelling bee.
I mean,
Okay.
no, I don't catch it. Don't catch
don't
it.
catch
Who's
it?
the sponsor?
No, don't.
Scripps.
Usually miss it.
I don't know what they do.
They back out of investments for Pat.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, those people. Gotcha.
It's
okay.
called the spelling bee from now on. That's
Right.
it.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
Sam's parents from
You guys, I used to watch it.
Siesta Keys.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, the spelling bee is great. Sam's
Yeah, I used to watch it. Quite frankly, the kids have gotten a little too fucking good because all
That's
they do
why
is
it's
they
not fun
memorize.
anymore.
Yeah, there was
It's
an
not-
8-way tie in 2019.
Yeah, that's stupid.
For fuck's sakes.
Right. The ties is what's killing me. There's been a lot of
Right.
ties. Yeah.
You know what the
Yeah.
best part of the spelling bee is? When a kid gets it wrong.
Oh,
if they're-
so
if they're
so
all
delicious.
getting it right, it's like not. It's not even
Also,
worth watching. It's like,
What's
Right.
more fun is the nerdier the kid looks, the more fun it is when they get it wrong.
yeah, like
It's
the look on their
this
face.
kid's gonna
that-
nail it.
Then they like
This kid's
zoom in
gonna
on the
nail it,
parents.
and then they like can't talk and they can't.
It's it's like parents that are so disappointed in the kid. Like he's gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
a tongue lashing when he gets
So
back.
many
Like,
Indian
they might
families.
cry
and
a
stuff,
little
that-
bit.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Let me
God.
ask you, what's better? A kid losing at the spelling bee, right, which usually is met with pretty respectful reaction from the other contestants, or a team or kids crying in the Little League World Series, which is not met with respectful reaction. You have one team celebrating hard and then another team crying.
I laugh at both.
Both I want to drink down, but
I laugh at both.
which is
of them
better?
pretty
I
hard
prefer
because
the spelling
it's
bee.
just funny because it's kids.
I could relate to sports a little more. I think they also it's a little bit more disappointing when you put physical effort into something as opposed to just
You're saying the tears are
memorizing
more
picture.
reasonable,
Yes,
100%.
exactly.
more
what I'm saying.
justified.
More justified.
like, now
when you
you
lose
see,
in the
like,
League World
now you
Series
see-
than when you lose in a fucking spelling bee.
That's true. I feel like you
They're a
also see
sport.
more crying
Not a sport.
in like college sports now too. Like more, you see older people crying
you do.
now than you used to.
Really?
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, like guys didn't used to cry like after like kiddie sports, and then now like guys are crying all the time in college.
Oh,
crying
people are
with
crumpled
players
on the
within
ground. The other
other
team
leagues
has to
are
like
crying.
help these guys up
Yeah,
after they beat them in
it's
an
like-
NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
Watch
it's-
March
it's,
Madness. It's a cry fest.
Sure
Yeah,
is.
I mean, like, you didn't used to see that shit, and then now it's like commonplace. So
March
it's like
Sadness.
Maybe
Yeah,
I will
it's
check
weird
out
to me
that
a little.
March Madness next year.
Yeah.
Sounds first time it's ever sounded
Lot
interesting
of
to me.
tears. Yeah.
But
no, I
check
mean,
out the
it's
event.
literally athletes have been crying more recently.
There are, yeah.
You
Here's
said
a little-
you said most of the players cry?
Tears, you say?
Here's
By
a little
DVR.
clip at the highlights of this year's spelling bee before they put together a little highlight for us to meet some of the contenders. Here we go.
I'm so excited to meet new people. I'm here with my mom and dad. They've supported me throughout the entire thing. You know, you gotta love your parents.
I've never been in DC before, so I really want to like go
kid's
sightseeing
living
as well as
younger
meet
than
my
the first guy.
fellow spellers.
Yeah,
This
but
is
he's
my
gonna
first
smoke.
time going to nationals.
Yeah, this has been the best. God, it's just so awesome. I love words and I love spelling and I love seeing all my friends once a year. It's the greatest.
Who's that?
I
kid?
really like it here because there's no bullies and everyone's really nice. Hey, what day were you born? July 9th, 1965? That was a Wednesday.
One of the
Yeah, they're
best
smart.
moments I think so
Smart
far is like
kids.
getting to see my championship banner up in the Hall of Champions. Like I remember in 2019 when I first came to Spelling Bee, just looking up and seeing all the banners, and now it's like I'm up there. So,
There's
yeah.
me.
There you go.
Wow.
So
So you bring up an interesting point here, Wes, which is it's not fair to let autistic kids or kids on the spectrum compete, right?
no,
Like
it's not. They're too
like
good at
that's-
memorization.
That was-
Pacifico was
that was-
clearly on the spectrum, which is good for him. But let's
this
have a
is
let's have a separate
comedy.
spelling bee.
Well, I think
No,
Wes,
that's bullshit.
I think Wes was remembering what's his name from the American version of Love on the Spectrum, Shada, the
This
Indian
is-
guy.
Yeah,
That was
This is
from
Rain
Well,
Man.
no, there was actually Matthew that used to live in
Shabbat.
my
Shabbat.
neighborhood that would tell everyone what is
Shabbat can do that
yes,
thing.
yeah,
Where,
yeah. I
The
love
Rain
Shabbat.
Men of the
Yeah,
world
Shabbat's
deserve
hilarious.
the spelling bee. You can't take it away from them. This is the only time they can
Just-
actually
yeah.
just crush normal people.
Here's the thing: if
They can
normal people
smash
get
you like a bug 'cause
if
they can
normal
remember
people get
letters
upset,
way
normal
better than you.
nerds get upset, then they need to probably try a different sport. Like
Right.
sorry.
No,
It's just
I
not
love-
a
I would love to
contest.
see- yeah, I'd love to see like a Rain Man type guy just smashing it like a Harvard prep. That'd be
Well,
so.
that's
lit.
what they normally do, but now
They like let this kid out of a cage, and he just goes up there and just nails
yeah,
every
totally.
word.
It's every word.
It's
Back
gotta
in
be
the
a
cage after he
it's got to
wins
be a
the chip.
series,
You want
like
the definition too?
spelling, and then like managing your emotions, right? Like they got to even it out somehow.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
but
know.
now, so this year's controversy is that
Using
now that-
scissors.
now they have a vocabulary part where you have to know the definition. So a lot of the best spellers that have not even misspelled a word are done because they didn't know the definition. And script says, yeah, we're getting back to the roots
That's-
of what the
that's
spelling
stupid.
bee is which, you know, it's a demonstration of not only how to spell but also use of vocabulary and knowing what the fucking words mean.
You know what that
So-
means, Wes? It's because there was a 9-way tie because some of these kids
Right.
can spell every word in the dictionary.
Exactly.
So they can't.
Yeah.
It's
this
they've,
is to weed
they've
out
broken.
Rain
Yes,
Man.
they've broken
Yeah.
the script spelling bee. So now they're
and
doing
it's
something
working.
new. Yeah.
and it's working. Well, yeah. But
They
Ratings
in
gotta go
are
back to the
down.
old school rules, the harder rules. They got to go back
Right.
to the harder rules.
More
Yeah.
tears.
But in honor
There
of
we
the
go.
spelling bee, I thought I'd conduct a little spelling bee between all you
Oh shit!
using some of the most commonly misspelled words.
You
the
son
language.
of a bitch.
So I want you guys to put your hands up because I don't trust Pat. And we're gonna go clockwise here, starting with Will. Okay, Will, your word is entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Elon Musk is one of the greatest entrepreneurs the world has ever seen.
It's really true. Entrepreneur. ENTRPRENEUR. R
He's missing an E in there.
E N
Nothing there.
U-R-E. Entrepreneur.
Nope, that was way off. Ding.
Okay. Well, it's close.
ENTREPRENEUR. Entrepreneur.
I thought it was pretty good. And Will, I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was trying to scold Mark for peanut gallerying you while you were trying to
He already lost.
calling it out.
He
He's missing an E.
He's missing an E. He already got dinged.
What I need is to be able to write it out. I got to
Well, this is way off.
You gotta do it like the autistic kids do it on the board. That like
Yeah, I got to write it. I got to
pretend.
write it with my hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
okay.
your head. Yeah.
All right, Pat, you ready?
No.
No, I can't do it in my head. I need my hand.
Let
Your
me preface
word.
this by saying I was diagnosed with a learning disability in the 4th grade, and I missed a lot of the basics
You
of
can't
phonics.
do worse than Will did on Entrepreneur. It's okay.
You really can't. You really
There you
can't.
go. Okay.
Everyone's fine now.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty close.
Your word is perseverance.
Oh God.
I would have nailed this one.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts and perseverance to win the spelling bee.
Okay. Can you please give the definition?
Perseverance is to continue to strive for your goal and to break all obstacles when achieving that goal.
Okay. May I have the root of the word?
No, just spell it, you fucker.
Perseverance.
That's it.
Perseverance.
A lot of E's in there.
Oh, I know. There's too many. It's all jumbled around my head. Perseverance. P. Perseverence.
Ding. No, sorry, you're out. Perseverance.
Perseverance. If you'd pronounce it properly, I could have nailed
You
it.
know what the word was.
A-
Perseverance.
You know what the word was.
Perseverance.
Oh, you've never heard of it? You
I
didn't know it
wasn't
was the
gonna
same
get that
word?
one.
Okay, Mark, you ready?
I guess so.
Here comes yours. Privilege.
Mark's the smart one.
Privilege.
Yep.
Privilege is so easy.
P-R-I
In 2022.
I-L-G-E.
Ding. You missed an E.
E.
Privilege. Y'all suck. Okay.
Damn it. We lost tears.
Extra E. Taunting really came back to bite you there, Mark.
I could have used an E. I could have used an E there.
Oh, we forgot an E.
Privilege.
Hey, Wes. Hands up, please.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I don't
let's
play
give
this
him one.
game. No,
Hands
I don't
up,
play
please.
this.
You don't play this game.
I have to show you guys a
Hands
video.
up, please.
Okay. All right,
Right.
fine. Go.
Can you please spell procrastinate?
Procrastinate.
Mhm.
Procrastinate.
Yeah, I got it.
Wow.
They nailed it.
Okay.
Holy shit. Did you do well in the spelling?
I did.
piece?
I did.
That was aggressive. He that was like the equivalent of dunking.
He slam dunked it, basically.
Which he came. He didn't procrastinate in spelling that word.
All right. I have a cool video to show you guys. This I forget fucking who sent it to me, but it's amazing. It's from the IG account Nature's Brutal, which has a bunch of other shit you don't want to see. But this video is absolutely incredible. It's a fucking pit bull getting choked out by what appears to be a chef or a barbecue pit master.
Are we still on the spelling bee, or
No.
this is not spelling bee related? Okay.
This is not spelling bee
this
related.
is
We're
a new
moving
thing.
on. So
Do you know where this happened?
I have no idea. No, it's in the streets.
Yeah, play
It's
the
in
clip.
Yeah, here we go. So this woman's getting attacked by a pit bull. All of a sudden, there's blood on the ground. All of a sudden, a man in an apron comes up and puts
him
the
in a
pit bull
chokehold?
in a rear
Yeah.
naked choke.
Check it out.
Oh my God.
He gets the dog off the woman's leg. The woman's bleeding profusely, and then he just puts
Watch
the dog to
this.
sleep.
Oh,
he just
shit.
He
sleeps
goes to
him.
bed.
He just sleeps him,
There's
Oh,
whispering
he's
in the dog's ear.
Oh, go
He's
to
done.
sleep. Go to sleep. And then he walks off.
and he walks off. And the dog wakes up. It's like, what the fuck happened? And he runs away.
He goes, "That's my lunch break."
The guy's a hero.
I had no idea you could do that to a
Oh,
dog. It's
man.
incredible.
To a pit bull, no less.
To a
Wes.
pit bull,
Very
yeah.
impressive.
So good to know. Good
You
to
think
know.
that dog's gonna be like nice now? Like that was a life-changing event. 'Cause
I'm
it
sure he
got
ran
humbled.
off
It
and
got
attacked someone
humbled.
else.
Yeah.
No way. No way. Hey, Wes, also in Pitbull news, Florida Man Friday, if you want to hear the whole story, but a Pitbull survived a gunshot attack. So,
I saw that. I
From
did
a
that.
357.
I tweeted
bro.
that.
yeah, I mean, from close range, this
Yeah.
Pitbull is tough.
He caught the bullet with his teeth.
Do you remember that gun we used to fire out at the farm in Virginia? It's that gun.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, it's like a, yeah, he's got it's got packs a punch.
Jesus.
Okay. Speaking of dogs, a little bit of news from the UK. Latest figures from the NHS have shown that 1,516 cases of children under the age of 15 have attended a hospital for dog-related injuries between April 2021 and March 2022. That's a 54% increase in dog attacks from 2020 to 2021. And experts are saying this is because people got all these fucking dogs during the pandemic. They just kept them inside. They didn't properly socialize them, and now they're outside and they're just biting everything in sight. Which is absolutely kind of hilarious.
Makes sense.
In the UK, there's actually a 1991 law called the Dangerous Dogs Act. I'm going to move to the UK after finding this out. Dogs that are banned already over there are the pitbull, the Japanese Tosa, which is a fantastic looking dog. Look at that.
Oh, what a beauty. He's not the dog, but he's like the dog from Mack Trucks.
You could absolutely shoot that dog and it would survive.
He's like a board to go or whatever you call those dogs.
Very
He's
muscular.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
Jacked.
Turner and Hooch if he's on steroids.
Look at the contours on that guy.
His chest is just, I mean, he's a bodybuilder.
Imagine him curled up at the foot of your bed, right?
Yeah. I mean, he
Break
protect
your
you.
foot if he rolled.
Also, the Fila Brasileiro is
attractive.
banned. Yeah, not as attractive.
It's the tizzy cousin to that.
But
other dog.
very aggressive.
I'm here too.
It's like a houndy. Yeah, houndy.
You want me to spell something?
Yeah, let's spell privilege.
And the doggo Argentino. So these are all. I mean, they're all beautiful dogs.
That dog would fucking fuck you up.
They do.
dog
Fuck
Well, it looks like
pretty.
that looks like an American pit bull.
It looks like an American
Yes.
bulldog. Yeah.
American
That dog would
bulldog.
fuck you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly. So this year, 5 people have already been mauled by dogs, including to death by dogs, including a 3-year-old boy that was mauled by a part pit bull.
Wes,
he
how much
was only 10%
percentage of-
pit bull.
Wes, how much percentage of your day goes towards just like worrying about animal attacks?
I mean, when it's in my Twitter account, quite a lot.
Because
Right.
you've been
Like, I mean,
searching
like
for
how
it,
many
though.
at
asking
least
for
1
it.
hour a day you think about getting attacked by an animal?
I get attacked by I think about pit bulls at least once a day because I always see them.
What about in the wild? Like, how does it affect you when you're outside of your home?
I mean, I carry a knife when I go on walks in the woods,
Do you?
and a giant stick in case there's a loose pit bull that decides to attack my dogs. Yeah,
If like,
100%.
when you meet someone new, like an acquaintance or something like that, and they say they have a dog, do you ask the breed because you're worried?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Well, I also love dogs.
What kind of dog is Fluffy?
some of them. Dude, Kate and I went to the beach. Kate and I went to the beach last weekend. We're
We still be
walking.
friends.
We're walking out with Cash. He's in a stroller. Fucking Pitbull comes running down the road at our boy, just like so fast, and I immediately jump in front of my son, in between my son and this
Does he just
Pitbull.
want to play?
No, he like came at me, juked me, and kept running, and I'm like, dude, this better not be a motherfucker off the leash. My dog's
Well, they're
cool
so
off the leash,
athletic.
motherfucker. Yeah. And some dude rolls up with the leash, and I'm about to be like, hey, is this your fucking dog? Like, I got a child here, and I kind of pussy out. I was like, is this your dog? And he goes, no, it's not my dog. And then but it was his fucking dog. He lied to me,
dog,
to my
He had a
face.
leash. Like, I just
He had a leash over his shoulder.
Nope.
And I was like, oh, okay. Well, if it
Not
was
mine.
your dog,
Got
I'll tell
my
you how
dog here.
dangerous
It's
that is.
invisible.
Why did he bite you?
No, not mine.
He looks up and down at Pat and his son, and he sees no puncture wounds, and he goes,
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, man, I fucking hate I hate the overly confident my dog doesn't need to be on a leash, guys.
Well, I'm one of those guys because I know my dog.
In the city, yeah.
'Cause
no,
you
not,
know.
not in the city.
Because you know.
I do know.
You know. You know about leash anxiety?
My dog's properly socialized with kids and all of the animals.
So that's
about
probably
your
why.
dog.
I mean, well, but if it's off the leash, I mean, aren't you concerned about the pit bulls in the area? I mean,
Yeah.
what could happen?
My dogs are big enough to the point where I can get there and I can stab the pit bull quick enough.
with
your
his
knife.
knife that he brings.
You can wield
Little
your
dog,
knife.
I'm very paranoid with my
you
with my
seen-
girlfriend's dog.
Have you
I don't
set
take
up
my
like
girlfriend's dog to the dog
bull's
park.
throat.
Have
Yeah,
you set up
exactly.
like walkthrough scenarios like in your backyard or your house where you have like a pillow that's like plays the pit bull?
No,
You stab it.
No, you just stab it right in the neck.
Let me ask them.
All right, Bonnie and Joe, let's go. We're gonna do a walkthrough here.
Let me ask the most telling question. As a new handgun owner,
Mhm.
Do you have a holster yet?
No, it's
Okay.
still it's in my lockbox.
If he had a holster, then that means he's okay. He's really
He's
afraid.
thinking about it.
That'll show the pit bulls.
No, I don't want to carry it.
They really will.
Yeah.
But anyway, where I was going with that is now they want to put a new amendment to that parliamentary law to require people to get their dogs trained if they have, what's considered a dangerous breed. So I think that should come to the United States as well. That properly socialize these dogs. Okay, let's move on to the final story, or as we like to call it, so many pictures today.
The cream of the crop!
That's right. It's the Queen's 70th anniversary, her platinum jubilee.
Celebrate me.
Yeah, just when you think the people of the UK have it all figured out, here comes the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Now, as we mentioned at the start of the show, Jubilee is a special anniversary or an event, especially one celebrating 25 or 50 years of a reign of a person or an activity, or in the case of Platinum Jubilee, 70.
So it's the type of party where only one person's stoked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's totally for the peasants.
Yeah.
The Queen. Yeah.
We're so glad that you're
what's
still ruling us after all of these years.
Yeah.
50's diamond, huh?
50's diamond, 25. Okay, so silver's 25, ruby's 40, gold is 50, emerald is 55, diamond is 60, sapphire 65, platinum 70. Jubilee is also what the Queen wants to do to Andrew, which is to flambe him, Cherry's Jubilee or
Didn't he catch
Andrew's
COVID
Jubilee.
right after he saw her?
Oh, he doesn't have COVID. They just don't want him around.
Both of her kids are trying to kill her. Andrew's trying to give her a heart attack with the sex stories. Charles is giving her COVID.
Yeah. It's a party to remind.
They want her dead.
Yeah, they want. Yeah. Well, no, Andrew doesn't have COVID, like someone called out on Twitter.
No. He's giving her stress because of all the.
They just
sex
said he has
stuff.
COVID because they don't want him anywhere near the Jubilee.
Yeah.
So here's a few highlights from the Jubilee. No noise, no sound. Everyone's out there. Like I said in the beginning, it's basically just as if like a 1930s gay man through a big military parade is what it looks like.
Is the Queen even there?
The pageantry is just incredible. Horses.
What is the point of this?
It's a big waste of money. There's Kate. There's Kate.
That's the good
Just
daughter.
to show off that you can do this for fun. Is it? I just don't understand.
No, it's literally like they're in this
This is what they do.
They're Buckingham Palace.
Have you ever seen the royal weddings and stuff? This is what they live for. This crap.
Everybody's wearing coats and they're like on horses and.
This is a big deal for them.
There she is. Look at this skeleton. Philip rolling out with her.
Philip looks like he's about to be tackled by his own jacket.
Yeah,
like he's about to collapse under the weight of his own jacket.
Wasn't Philip her husband who died? Isn't it Charles? Isn't that Charles?
I don't know who that. I thought. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know.
That's Charles.
Philip. That was not. That was.
It's Lord Skeleton.
Somebody. Yeah, somebody who's about to keel over. There's Charles.
That's
Charles.
For sure.
Yeah, there's William and Kate. All the kids. Notice that Meghan or Harry are not invited because the Queen said that only royals were allowed to join her on the balcony.
Well, they gave up their royal shit
that's right.
long ago.
And Andrew, of course, was stripped of his royalty because he's a pedophile.
Well, would you want to be standing next to the Queen when she craps her pants? It's probably not a very.
It was a stupid. I mean, like, come on. I'm sorry,
yeah.
England, but what's the point of that? I don't like. At least over here, when we have like a rally, we got the Blue Angels flying over. This gets the.
You didn't see that?
A little bit.
They had some. They had the planes flying over. Look.
Oh, they had a flyover.
Yeah,
Okay,
check out the end here. It's maybe
Where am I?
fucking cut it.
What's a Jubilee?
Well, we do both have like a completely senile leaders.
Oops,
so
I crapped my pants.
relate there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I have a picture. I have probably the most famous picture from the Jubilee.
This is the 70.
This is the one that's going to be everyone's going to remember from the Jubilee.
What was that guy's name?
Gunu in the club.
R.I.P. Gunu. Shout out Gunu.
Rapper.
So of course,
hashtag DC rap. Hashtag long live Gunu.
Yeah. So there was like 1,500 soldiers, 250 horses, just a huge deal. Here's a few pictures of the Queen back in the day. I thought these were pretty cool. This is from 1952, or when King Richard VI, I believe, King George the Sixth, her dad died, and she became the ruler at the age of 25.
This is 1776.
Here's
how many dogs ago was that?
Her coronation. Oh, I was thinking
40.
she's gone through
That dog is so dead.
Yeah, she's gone through 20 dogs.
Decades ago.
Yeah. Here she is parading through some black people in Nigeria.
Quick, drive quicker.
Yeah. Here she
Could
is
just say Africans.
on a tiger hunt. She's hunting tigers on elephants. She's had here she is meeting Winston Churchill. She's had quite the life, the most privileged life of probably anyone in the whole world up until this time. So,
She's the queen.
She is the queen. Unfortunately, the festivities really drained her, and she's already bowing out of some of the festivities. She's not going to attend the Thanksgiving at the St. Paul's Cathedral because she suffered, quote, some discomfort during yesterday's festivities because she's 96 and about to die.
I think my body's failing me.
Yeah. Your Majesty, what's wrong? I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, everyone's talking about Prince Louis.
Look at this kid screaming.
Yeah, this kid is screaming because of the loud noise. This is like his first real royal get together because of COVID. He's only 4 years old.
It's because the queen's ripping farts unbeknownst to her.
Yeah.
Right. It's just flowing out. She can't stop it.
You ever smelled a nonagenarian fart? What's
Yeah.
Octogenarian?
Oct is 8.
Yeah, eight's. I don't know.
She's 90s. Yeah.
Nano.
It's stinkier in your 90s.
But I think it's going to go on all weekend. Lots of money being spent over there for this old lady.
It's going to go until she dies. They're just going
to.
All right.
Just keep it going.
I mean, what is she going to do? She's not going to show up every day, right? Like she just like
she already bowed out of. She already bowed out of.
So she's done.
Yeah,
so now all they do is they just like get drunk the rest of the
they're
weekend?
getting hammered. That's what they're doing. They get hammered, which
It's
is
honestly
awesome.
better for everyone.
Yeah, it is. This is what they want. It's a peasant party, really.
They're never gonna,
Mom, are you tired? Oh, shucks.
like Wes said, I mean, they're never going to get to a platinum again. You might as well live it up. I mean,
Right.
Come
70
on.
years.
70.
Who cares?
They do.
I just don't understand celebrating
Brits
the
love
royals.
this shit.
England loves it.
They do. Yeah, they do.
They do.
Weird.
It's insane. So that's what's going on in the cup of the coffee, which is brought to you by Sunday. Hey guys, summer is here. Does your lawn look like shit? I bet it does. That's because you have no idea what you're doing. Just out there watering it, maybe just standing there with a hose, just watering it, not having a clue, making it worse. People driving by your house and saying, now that's the lawn of a loser, right?
Yeah,
well, that's where Sunday comes in. Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or the nasty chemicals. Their custom plans include fertilizer, everything you need to easily care for your lawn with ingredients like seaweed, iron, molasses. You can feel good about your lawn and having your kids and pets run around on it. So that, no danger to them. All you have to do is visit getsunday.com, put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool will do the rest. They will find out where you live, what kind of soil you have, your climate, and they'll create a perfect nutrient plan to make sure that your lawn looks fantastic. You put the pouch on your garden hose, spray it, takes 15 minutes, and then boom, you're the envy of everyone in your neighborhood because your lawn looks the best. Best of all, it really works. So Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off a full season plan, which start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout when you go to getsunday.com/factor. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/factor. You probably had a shitty lawn for a long time now. It's high time that you grew the fuck up and got a nice lawn, right?
Aren't you sick of people walking by your house and murmuring? If he doesn't know how to treat a lawn, he certainly doesn't know how to treat a lady.
That's why people walk through your lawn, because it already looks like shit. They don't care. If you have a
Or
nice
they leave
lawn,
trash in front of it. Like
they let their dogs crap on it, then they consider
before
crapping
I
on
got
it.
Sunday.
Right. Exactly.
And you know what they say? What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
That's right.
No, like that guy's just gonna.
That's
deal
not
with
my
trash.
dog.
No. That dog, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, got to treat your lawn.
That's right.
You must
Check
get
it out.
Sunday. Do it.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, let's take a little triple dipple on the best coast. That's a coast where some folks in California might have a hard time with their lawns right now. They really need Sunday because they can't use as much water as they've ever used in the past because it's just completely.
It's records.
Well, yeah, I mean, we covered like Hoover
Yeah.
Dam's like empty, so Southern California is like not allowed to water their lawns anymore. But yeah, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about good stuff out there. First up, not on the coast, but west of LA and in the Pacific time zone, where I live, Reno, Nevada, where news broke this week that we will become one of the first cities in America to manage its records on a blockchain. So what is going to be called
Nice.
is the biggest little blockchain portal. And it's going to house permanent records for the city, among other capabilities. And it's going to be hosted on Block App's Strato platform. Mayor Hillary Sheevy, who I'm glad to learn is running again this year to save us from a lunatic who's trying to challenge her, says, quote, "If we're looking at the big picture, I would like every document, every request to be on the blockchain so that people can access it right away," unquote. Plus, blockchain records can't be changed. So it's very transparent for the public.
Can you buy this coin?
Locked in. No, it's not a coin. This is just using the blockchain technology to help manage cities. So it's not associated with any coin. I do think though that the company that makes this, Block Apps, they probably have a coin on the Ethereum network. So you could probably check that out. But yes, they are probably going to be doing well because they're introducing blockchain technology to cities. And, you know, hopefully after that for them,
how do I profit off this?
Yeah. And then, like, you know, state governments, national governments. I agree with Mayor Sheevy, Billy Football, and Jack Sievert of the YouTube comment section on Hard Factor. We should vote on it too on the blockchain if we can do that safely and securely. I'm glad my city's being a guinea pig for it because we're like, honestly, we're small enough where if it fails, like, you know, it's not a big deal.
Way to go, Skeevy Sheevy.
It's not going to fail. Anything is better than anything any municipality has in place now anywhere.
Well, you saw Pat's ears perk up. He loves.
I mean, you'd hope so. You'd hope so, right?
I hate wait times with data requests, and I love blockchain.
Well, the cunt pack, remember, guys, the cunt pack that for certified tabulated results. I mean, blockchain could be our solution. The cunt pack could be a blockchain group. Actually,
I think it's pretty much solved there.
We may be. We may well be. Next, let's make our way to the coast of Northern California, where all these blockchain companies are moving to Reno from, funny enough, and where one lonely mountain lion decided to take a stroll into a Pescadero High School English classroom on Wednesday morning. Luckily, it was early in the morning, and the only person on site was the custodian, who smartly closed and locked the door behind the mountain lion after it went into the English class, probably after pissing his pants right when he first saw it, though, right? You know, he saw it walking to the school, and then he like hid.
Is that the picture of it? Can you put it back up?
Yeah, that's it. Like once they got it in a car,
certainly big enough to fuck you up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys know what this is, right?
What's that?
It's a mountain lion.
It's a school mascot.
I mean, that's what it is, but you guys know what this is, right? What? It's a plant. Okay, it's a plant by the solve school shootings with doors people. Okay, this is clearly what that is. That mountain lion wouldn't have gotten through that door if they'd had more secure doors. I'm just saying, false flag. I'm just saying, false flag. Watch the news. Wake up.
The custodians seem to have a lot of doors open. Right.
Too many points.
So easy that the mountain lion could just stroll right in. And the underweight male was only 40 pounds, but as Mark pointed out, he had a big frame. He could definitely fuck you up back.
You probably wouldn't, if you were like the janitor, probably wouldn't have got killed. Maybe a kid would, but a janitor probably would have. Right. You'd need some help off though, like
you wouldn't look the same.
That thing,
no.
Yeah. If it wanted to take a bite out of your face, it could do it easily.
Correct.
It's estimated to be 4 to 6 months old, had a fractured tooth, and will be getting treatment in Oakland before being released back into the wild. But it's a pretty smart cat, though, right? I mean, it made its way, extended its life exponentially.
And it wanted to learn, right? Which is admirable. Hey, Jerry, we got a cougar situation. It's not the kind you're going to like.
Do we know the name of the school? I want to look up their mascot.
Pescadero High School.
Oh, there's a good chance. It's a good chance. It could be
Pescadero High School. I mean, it is Northern California, so I mean, it could be something like that.
Because then you got to keep it, right?
I did not look up.
You got to keep it, dude.
You have to keep it. You have to get it shipped back after it gets tooth fixed, and then you get it. You get it back.
You got to start some fundraising, get a fucking habitat for it.
We're not
also
like this.
What's their mascot? A bear?
It looks like they're the Vikings, and it's the exact same thing as like the
They're
Minnesota Vikings.
They're all the same. They do that for ease.
Yeah. They should change it to the Cougars after this, maybe.
I mean, it's not like a Viking ever went to fucking Pescadero, California.
Yeah, might be their middle school.
Definitely.
They should honestly change it to the Janitors or whatever that guy's name is.
I'm seeing a black cougar now. What is this? Pescadero Elementary School is the Cougars. It looks like.
Oh, nice. Okay, ship it to Pescadero Elementary, but do not let it near the students because it will eat them. Yeah. Also, get a gold tooth.
A black cougar is a panther, right? Which is not a cougar.
It's close. It's very close.
Okay,
we're very close, Pat.
We're splitting hairs here. Way to go, Pescadero.
Paint them black, Pat. You know, like dye his fur.
Like in Meet the Parents, Meet
Yeah.
the Fockers. So just like that cat was pretty smart. Speaking of smart stuff, let's dive into the Pacific Ocean, which might not be smart. But what we want to talk about there is smart. Talk about something the great white shark did, and that is wiping the 65-foot megalodon off the face of the earth.
Holy shit! Look at
That's
that.
that's
I
a great
know.
white shark. Under it, the megalodon is at least four
I know
times.
it's fake,
four,
but could you
4 to
imagine
6
that?
times? Yeah, 65 feet.
You
long.
go in the
It could
water
eat
if
a
those
human.
things still exist.
No, I was about to say that would keep me out of the water. Wes. Yes,
That would, Mark, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? But you can thank the great white, Mark, for now being able to go in the water. Researchers recently involved in a study used a new technique to analyze dietary signatures in the teeth of 13 extinct shark species and 20 modern shark species to understand where they fit in the food chain, which is also known as their trophic level. So, like, basically how high or low you are in the food chain. They found out they're all pretty much the same. So while there were some styles of megalodons, like some offshoots of the megalodons that may have feasted on great white sharks, it probably wasn't widespread or frequent enough where they were like a threat to taking out the great whites. Therefore, the nerds of this study decreed. They said, our new study shows the dietary range of the Pilocene great white shark is very similar to that of the megalodon, indicating that our data do not contradict the competition hypothesis. Like great whites today, they likely fed on large fish. The similar size, the smaller size great white likely did not require as much food as the megalodon did. So they would have had the competitive advantage, you see, if they were feeding on similar predators. So
yeah, I got it.
There you go.
I get it. You know how many of those?
They ate them out.
Yeah, how many
they
of
did.
those
They starved them out.
nerds' passwords to their computer is megalodon?
It was at first a typo, but honestly now I just love it. Put that picture back
Really
up,
fits,
Will.
you know, really fits, you know.
That tooth is the size of the Pope's hat. That's
it's
how
huge.
big a fucking megalodon's
That's a
enormous.
megalodon's
tooth
tooth.
is.
They
And
did,
that's a great white's tooth next to it, so much smaller. But
A couple, like 5 or 10 years ago on the Shark Week, they did a prank where the megalodon was back, and every year they do like a megalodon show. They like replay that one, but they try to convince people for real that it was back. But they put
People
its
love the
jaws. They put the megalodon's jaws up, and you can walk through it. It's like when you go to the redwoods and you can walk through it. You can a 6-foot human can walk through like the jaws of the megalodon. Yeah.
it's massive.
Yeah.
You can fit like a boat inside of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
One of those you
so-
want to do on psychedelics, and the other one not so much. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Although these researchers say that it's the great whites eating the megalodon out of food, I wouldn't be surprised if the orca, my buddies, the orca, were involved as well. And fellas, on that note,
Of course they were.
it is actually Orca Awareness Month. June is Orca Awareness Month. I wouldn't doubt that they may have helped extinct the megalodon. It's a great, ally to the humans, in my opinion. Great animals, the orcas.
We got more on whales coming up
Oh, we
later.
do.
The whole month,
Nice.
huh?
Nice. Whole month of orcas. June is Orca Awareness Month. May have to get the tattoo this month. So I've been talking about it a while.
Good
and
month
finally
to
pulled
eat.
the trigger.
You know who you're gonna get to do it? Do you have an artist that you've picked
Oh,
up?
I've been eyeing several shops.
Will,
And,
you should get a rainbow orca.
There you go.
Oh,
Why,
that'd be
why a
sick.
rainbow?
Because it's June,
it's
because it's gay
Pride
month as
month,
well.
too.
right?
It's a double month.
Yeah.
I mean, orcas mean, it's more of a personal thing. So
What are you
can do
scared?
orcas. What? Huh?
You don't want to get a rainbow orca?
No, yeah, you should.
Why do you? I mean, I would prefer to get the original orca. Why would I make an orca rainbow, which it is not? It's not a
Signify
rainbow.
your support of the gay community.
Yeah, it's pride.
Why does that? Why do I have to do that on my orca tattoo?
You don't have to. Just a suggestion.
No, I don't have to. Do I?
So you're saying on the record you're not going to do that?
Not going to do that.
Okay.
You're going least colors possible.
Black and white. Yeah, the colors
It would
of the
make
orca-
sense, but you're saying no.
No, it
What if-
doesn't make any sense. It's Orca Awareness Month.
What if you put like maybe the eye could be rainbow?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Like
Just a little
the tail.
nod.
His little tail could be
Yeah,
rainbow.
the tail could be rainbow.
What if
Gonna
what
celebrate
if he was swimming under a
the
rainbow?
Orcas in their natural,
The
natural,
dorsal.
which is beautiful. They're natural with the dorsal straight
What if
up.
the orca was named Rainbow?
Right, or flip it on
That's
its
what we'll
head.
call it. We'll call it rainbow.
Painbow. Right, and it could be like an aggressively gay orca
Yeah. What if it's a really gay orca?
that bashes gay bashers.
Get a tattoo of one male orca fucking another male orca.
Yeah.
That'd be good, right? That would show my support.
That's just as good as the rainbow orca.
Is that what you guys? So you guys,
we'll accept that
requests.
Yeah,
maybe
your
do like
choice.
some sort of circle.
Your body.
You guys only if you guys get Pride Month tattoos as well. You guys
Your
have
body,
to
your
get
choice.
matching Pride Month tattoos with me. Will
Sure,
you do
right
that
after you?
If
Right
the
after you.
no, not right after, the same day. If the three of you get Pride Month tattoos with me, I will do whatever you want.
Okay.
It's against my
I'll do
religion.
it. I don't care.
Okay, and I bet orcas
Not scared of a
who
rainbow
would
tattoo.
rise to this challenge. I'm like,
I'm gonna get another one.
I
man.
bet orcas.
We'd have to find Wes's middle school bully
Orcas
and
who have
show
courage.
him Wes's tattoo.
Oh, his Halloween picture.
Yeah.
Let's get his Halloween picture where he looks really gay. Just get a tattoo of Wes. Wes is a Halloween kid.
I might do.
What did you eat right before you went trick or treating?
Chili
all the time?
dog.
Yeah,
Chili dog,
chili
yeah.
dog Wes.
Sorry, Will, you were
Well,
saying.
Chili Dog West could have a rainbow tattoo if he rises to the challenge, which I know the orcas would. And I bet orcas, being so wise, would love a nice pair of bird dogs, the best pants and shorts in the game, if they could wear them. Unfortunately, they have no legs, but they would want to get their hands around them if they had hands. Bird dogs have completely changed the game for human men. Bird dog shorts, pants, and joggers are made from the finest high-quality material and come with built-in liners that cradle your stovepipe for all-day comfort. Who the fuck likes being uncomfortable? Nobody. They don't want to be uncomfortable either. It's time to upgrade to the shorts and pants of the future. Your balls will thank you. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code hard news, all one word, and they'll throw in a dad hat. That's birddogs.com, promo code hard news, and boom, a free Bird Dogs dad hat with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise you.
Bird dogs are awesome.
There you have it, guys. Okay, well, let's kick it. I guess overseas. It's TikTok International Moment, right?
You're damn
Yeah.
right.
You're damn right it is.
You looking for it?
Yeah, no. Got
It's
it.
time for the TikTok International Moment.
Idiots.
We need a code word for when somebody needs help pop in the video.
Chili Dog West.
Rainbow.
Rainbow orca.
Oh man, worst wrestler name of all time. Oh man, I wanted a Macho Man Randy Savage doll, but I got a Chili Dog West. All right, guys, it's nice to see that with all the despair and infighting in the world, there's some things that all humankind can relate to, like the traditions that bind us, the rituals that make us human, rituals that have been around since long before cable news and nuclear weapons, and will continue to be around as long as Elon Musk lets humans be around. Archaeologists in the UK.
Only at work, though, now. They can't work
Exactly.
from home.
Yeah.
He said
Well,
no.
yeah. Did you see what he said about remote work? He
40
goes,
hours a week.
Yeah, he goes, I don't care if
So you could pretend to work somewhere else?
Yes. Wait, no, he goes, I don't care if you work remote as long as you're in the office for a minimum in capitals of 40 hours a week. So if you want to go home and work extra hours, you can.
On top of the 40.
Yeah.
That's
Be
fair.
my guest. I will. Guys, archaeologists in the UK recently made a discovery of one of those humankind affirming rituals I was talking about. And this is while they were excavating the ruins of a Roman fort just south of Harden's Wall at Vindolanda. The fort, guys, was built to defend Roman Britain. You guys may remember Roman Britain from your Latin textbooks, against unconquered Picts in Caledonia, which is modern-day Scotland, some in northern England. On around May 17th, a volunteer archaeologist named Dylan Herbert, he's a retired biochemist from Wales. He's been working hard on the site over the last month or so, and he kind of focused in on removing a small but annoying stone that he kept tripping over during the course of his excavation work. He'd been complaining about the stone and what a hazard it was for a couple of days, and he'd finally gotten the green light to remove it from the Vindolanda Charitable Trust, who's the people essentially overseeing the excavation. Even though he's the scientist, there has to be a trust. Like, hey, can we do this? So it's a community thing. Anyway, once Dylan got the okay, he set out to unearth the 16-inch wide and 6-inch tall stone. And here's a quote from Dylan about the moments leading up to and immediately following his breathtaking discovery. He said, quote, "It looked from the back like all the others, a very ordinary stone. But when I turned it over, I started to see some clear letters. And only after we removed the mud did I realize the full extent of what I'd uncovered, and I was absolutely delighted.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, what was it?
Sounds like a cool brick.
Yeah, enough with the anticipation. What Dylan saw when he looked closer at the rock was the 3rd century equivalent of a dick drawing carved right into the rock there.
I remember that. I did it in my 3rd Jubilee.
Mm-hmm. Take a look. There it is. There's the dick graffiti on the rock.
That's amazing.
Oh.
So they were pranking back in the 3rd century.
Oh, they were pranking. What's a good dick
Well,
drawing
that's what
without...
like a chisel. That's like they had
Oh,
to
yeah.
chisel that into the rock.
pointy
They
dick.
did a head.
Oh, yeah.
He did a dick head
very
and
pointy
balls.
dick.
Yeah.
not a
Very
fish?
pointy dick.
No, that's
Wes, because the balls. Look at the balls.
the balls, yeah.
The balls.
The balls.
Rounded fins, I guess.
What
they
else
have.
could it be, Wes? You think it
Maybe
could be a
back
fish?
then, the dicks were shaped like that.
Yeah, dicks were a little bit
Oh,
different.
they're not cut. They're not cut.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They're not cut.
Dicks
Anteaters.
evolved too.
Yeah, that's an anteater.
It's an anteater.
Mhm.
Dicks
Yep.
evolved too. Guys, what's a good dick drawing without an insult targeted at the guy you find annoying? Well, apparently the soldier,
It's had a guy's name.
the soldier who scrawled this stiffy into stone felt that very same way. Because next to the dick, the soldier had carved the phrase secundius cacor, which is an abbreviation of secundius cacator, which translates into secundius the shitter.
Secundius sucks dicks.
Exactly.
Secundius loves dicks.
Yeah, yeah, you do
dick
secundius.
It'll take him a year to do
Secundius
that.
Dick shitter. The dick shitter.
The
Yeah.
dick
Shitting
shitter.
dicks.
Yeah, because he's got so many up his rear, Will.
Hey, why don't you look over there at those bricks?
Right, it says Secundius first top line, and then dick shitter. Yeah.
He finally finishes it.
How
Guys,
come all your turds are shaped like dicks? Secundius?
what's that, secundius?
Because you got so many dicks up there?
Look over there, secundius. I think someone might have carved a message on that stone. Guys, Dr. Andrew Burley, who's the director of excavations and the CEO of the Vindolanda Trust, he commented on the discovery saying, quote, "The recovery of an inscription, a direct message from the past, is always a great event on a Roman excavation. But this one really raised our eyebrows when we deciphered the message on the stone. Its author clearly had a big problem with secundius."
Yeah, he did.
And was confident enough to announce their thoughts publicly on a stone. I have no doubt that Secundius would have been less than amused to see this when he was wandering around the site over 1,700 years ago.
Yeah. The more we looked into Secundius, the more we realized he was a piece of shit.
Guys, the doctor added that the depth and the carving of the lines in the rock suggests that the artist spent a lot of time working away at this stone, highlighting how passionately they hated fucking Secundius.
Look how deep the grooves are around the
Yeah,
cock.
yeah. the
There was
cock
some
took
rage
Yeah.
in that carving.
forever. And that guy's got a long name too.
Yep.
It's really well done, really. I mean,
It really
it's
is.
impressive.
Secundius, the dick shitter. Guys, based on the placement of the rock, researchers deduced that it most likely would have been in a highly visible place within the fort.
Of course.
And that would have been one of the most effective ways to shame someone, in this case Secundius, at the time.
That's like the town sign. Welcome to such and such place.
Now,
By
my
the way,
question-
Secundius's turds are dick shit.
Who carved that rock?
Just out of reach of Secundius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short ass Secundius.
Good question.
Hey, how
though,
tall
is like-
Secundius would you guess?
yeah, exactly. Like, was Secundius
Tall enough to
somebody who
reach
they-
up on that wall?
Was Secundius somebody who they picked down on, or was Secundius like a guy who was in charge and they didn't like?
So this is
probably the latter.
this will they don't know, but this
A name
was
like Secundius sounds like
But Secundius could just be like the fucking pledge, like the
Yeah, you don't waste your time like
Good
that
call.
on
But-
a guy you don't give a fuck about.
Secundius
That's
sounds
true,
like an
but if they were in
authoritative
charge,
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, you don't know. Look, these guys were definitely far away from home. They were ruling Roman Britain at the time, and fucking, Secundius was a pain in the ass. We know that.
Well, was it? But Pat, was it a Roman or a Briton that did that? Because
It was
what
a
if
Roman.
The British. It was. But what if the British just hated Secundius and he was like a Roman, and it was like a bunch of like English guys there, and they're fucking with Secundius.
Well, it was definitely the British who carved it because it's in Latin. But
How do you spell Secundius?
Well,
I'm
no,
sorry,
but I mean,
the
what I'm
Romans
saying-
who
How
carved
do you
it.
spell it, Pat?
But what if there was like? What if there was like a? English guy who knew Latin and just like wanted to fuck with the.
Like he ran in the middle of the night.
Because the wall's in England.
A Trojan horse, essentially. He's causing infighting with the Romans by making it look like a fellow soldier is ragging on Secundius.
English guy comes in, does this. He drops a bomb on the whole fort.
It's like what the Russians are doing to the United States with disinformation. They're dividing us. Dividing us. Think about it, guys. Secundius
we do a pretty good job of that ourselves.
We do.
But
we
yes,
do.
They
we
help
run
us.
with the baton.
They help us. Them in China really, really love to help us with that.
It's Secundinus. Secundius. Or Dinas.
And it sounds like suck on this, which I thought was going to be the joke at first, but no. It's Secundius the dick shitter.
Secundinus was an Irish saint in the 3rd century.
Oh.
In the 4th century. So like maybe it's you said it was Scotland.
Are they saying he's a pedophile?
They're making fun of this Irish guy.
No, look, guys, it's not that. Trust me.
All right.
They know what they're talking about.
Frame, pretty close by.
Here's why, guys. This discovery is exciting for the scientists, right? Especially the amount of time and spite that clearly went into this particular finding. The discovery wasn't shocking, so to speak. This new carving, guys, is the 13th dick uncovered at Vindolanda, and only
That's
a quarter
awesome.
of the site has been fully excavated. So a lot more
These
dicks
guys
to
love
come,
carving dicks on the wall.
most likely, and I'm guessing they're going to be
Pranksters.
targeting other buddies, not necessarily.
This is at Hadrian's Wall. Such pranksters up at Hadrian's Wall. Everybody knew that.
Yeah, everyone did know that.
Hey, Secundius, I think there's a message here for you.
Hey, can you go tell the town that? Oh yeah, just walk that way to town. Yeah.
Think about when you went back to Rome.
My dick doesn't look
after-
like that.
Yeah,
Secundinus,
after
the town
serving
is
at
on
this
fire. Go
fort.
check it out.
Yeah, I served at the fort in England, but it's just covered in dicks. It's weird. Like all the guys there are just like obsessed with
Chiseling
carving
dicks.
dicks into the wall.
Chiseling dicks, guys. Great name for a porn. All right, let's move on. Look, we've always known, guys, that the Chinese government and its enforcement and intimidation arms that make up its military weren't the first group of guys you'd pick to come to your pool party. But recent news out of international
They would
airspace.
definitely never leave each other. It would be
Absolutely.
the biggest group. Like it would be like a group that gravitates around a party that absolutely never breaks up.
100%. It's the kids that your mom made you invite.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. From like church or something. Anyway, guys.
Bunch of Secundinus.
Secundius. Anyway, guys. Some news out of international airspace really puts what a-holes the Chinese are into context. A report released Wednesday outlines how Chinese jet fighters are repeatedly buzzing the world's friendliest Air Force planes and taunting and intimidating the Canadian airmen and women in international airspace. Yeah. Some are coming so close that they can make eye contact with the pilots in the cockpit, actually. Air crews with the Royal Canadian Air Force have been flying patrol missions as of late in Northeast Asia as part of Operation Neon, which is a multinational effort to enforce UN sanctions on North Korea. And I guess the Chinese Air Force didn't get the memo that the world's neighbor, Canada, is just doing their part and their duty to keep this old crazy world spinning on its 23.5 degree axis. Am I right? Sources in the Canadian government told Global News that the close quarters intercepts happened approximately 60 times since Christmas, saying, quote, those jets are frequently flying as close as 20 to 100 feet from the Canadian plane. And in a statement on June 1st, the RCAF said, quote, in these interactions, PLAAF aircraft did not adhere to international air safety norms. These interactions are unprofessional and or put the safety of the RCAF personnel at risk. And in some instances, the RCAF aircrew felt sufficiently at risk that they had to quickly modify their own flight path in order to increase separation and avoid a potential collision with the incepting aircraft. And they added, guys, that the thing that disappoints them the most is that some of these Chinese fellows have been flying so close to the Canadians that in some case they can actually see these Chinese airmen, quote, raising their middle fingers.
Wow.
Bird.
Wow.
Top Gun move.
And that's the most
hilarious.
upsetting part.
That was a pretty good accent.
Thanks, bud.
Well, yeah, nice one. The Canadians, though, I am sure are way too inviting. Like, there's no chance that they are giving enough of an off-putting, aggressive vibe to because like they're such nice people. Their planes probably look just so friendly. and you see it and you're like, wow, that plane's definitely not going to fire on me no matter what I do. So I'm going to go over there and check it out a little bit.
Surprised Canada
see
has
what's
an Air
happening.
Force.
It can get them into trouble too, because like sometimes, you know, if you're like a Chinese jet fighter, you look and you see a Canadian plane on your wing, and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting attacked, and really he's like, hey, just checking to see if you need anything.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah,
exactly.
far from
Exactly.
home there.
Friendly.
You guys okay?
When I think of the Canadian Air
Need
Force,
me to dump all my gas so you can have it? You
think
can
of,
just
like,
have it. I'll just
ra-
crash into the mountainside. You can just have my gas.
Would that be a gas
I'll
for
just-
you? A laugh?
I don't want to fight you, bud. I picture like Randy Quaid from Independence Day. You know, like in his first plane. You know, like the dust crop dusters.
Those are Northern Canadians. Here we come again with these Chinese fellows about to flip us the bird. Okay, guys, we get it.
Anyways, isn't Canada?
Well, we're not going to outmaneuver them.
Reliant on China, so I'm sure China feels pretty entitled to do whatever the fuck they want in Canadian airspace.
Oh, it's international airspace, but yeah.
But anywhere it's close to where they intercept. I'm
The
sure
point
they
is,
feel
these
very,
guys are.
very
It's a
fine.
cold war of flicking each other off right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And think about the cost. What does it take to take a plane up? Probably $50,000 every time you fly it, just to flick off a Canadian.
Can you do the Will in elementary school and just moon them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's next.
That's a good one.
Maverick could figure out a way to do it.
Hey, Secundias, check this out. It's my ass.
It's a fake moon.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Dude, he's going to walk right into your ass.
Oh yeah, it's just right behind the rock, Secundius.
It's the best. What a prank. All right. Well, it's the end of the week, and we're going to switch it up a bit. You all can still send in voicemails, and if they're good, we'll play them. I'm going to play a few this week, or we'll discuss them. I'm going to discuss a few that I'm not playing. But let's just turn this segment into like an all-encompassing Hardo Hive weekly update, Hard Factor Show weekly update. We got a couple Discord update, Facebook comments, stuff like that. All right. We got the Hive Vibe, Hive Jive, Hive Hang,
Jive, Hive Vibe.
Hive Hang, the weekly wrap. What else?
You know that shitty newsletter, the Community Coffee?
Community Coffee. Okay.
Something like that.
I'm only eating the weekly wrap if it's got edible tape on it. Otherwise, no thing.
Yeah. That's right. The geniuses, a John Hopkins or wherever, 4 kids came up with edible tape to keep burritos wrapped. Nice, idiots.
It's just so white people can make burritos.
to really apply that intellect, you assholes.
Also, speaking of the Mid-Atlantic guys, my WWJD bracelets came in. What would Joe do? You want me to ship you some? I got a whole pack.
They look rainbow.
What would Joe do? No. I've got it. That's my rainbow bracelet. That's why I'm shipping.
So you're already covered
this month.
Right.
Are these leftover from your church days?
No, I ordered these fresh. These are what would Joe? But anyways, if you want some, I got to ship you the hats still from OF Louis.
Yeah.
Toss in some WWJDs for you.
Sure,
Yeah.
throw them in.
Throw them in.
First up, congratulations to our guy Gator, who sent the Discord. Well, Hardo family, she said yes. So,
Woo!
Way to go, Gator!
Congrats.
Get you some this weekend, Gator. Congratulations,
Gator snap.
Yeah, way to go,
Gator.
That
Also,
was the sex or to engagement.
Well,
all of it.
I think
Congrats
it was
to
to
all of
engagement. Yeah, she said yes to all of it. Yeah.
You probably got some. Also,
Let us know if you need any
Yes.
advice on the death roll.
It was
he's a
consensual this
barbecue.
time.
Yeah,
She said yes.
she
He's a
said
barbecue
yes.
pit master.
Hell yeah.
Gator's wife is going to be eating good.
I think she was going to say yes if he's a barbecue pit master, obviously. Did she ask him?
Check out his smoked meat on the food thread.
Yeah,
Which is
nice.
impressive.
There you go. All right. Well, next let's talk about the voicemails and play some. This week we had like 6, I think. One was requested not to be played, and in fact was just a request for Pat to ask Kate to prank call the motel and record it.
Oh nice.
Man.
And we got a DM from Instagram too, asking not necessarily for Kate, but for us to get a female to prank call the motel as well. So there's a couple of requests for this.
Sounds like a job for Kate.
I'll see if I can. I'll tell you this. Living with Kate, even though she's a dirtbag just like me, she has this way of like subtly judging me about things that are mean or not mean that I
Right,
do.
you're going to get in trouble.
So like when I'm editing the show and I'm playing these hilarious voicemails where we're pranking this lady at the motel,
She feels bad for the lady.
I hear like a
Yeah.
and I'm like, what? And she's like, it's not mean. It's not mean, Kate. But so my guess is she'll do it. But we'll see.
Okay, we'll see. All right. One was from a guy who called in and left a 2-minute and 46-second voicemail that the audio broke up a few times. But basically,
That's
he was
not going
saying,
to be. Yeah. So
no, we're not playing it. Basically, what he was saying is that politicians on both sides are out of touch and should shut up about gun issues because they don't really care about us. And yeah, for sure.
Well, I think that
Thanks for
I think
skipping
that guy's got a lot of points, right? So I think that also you're seeing voters so far. So far, the midterm results have been pretty unanimous on both sides that they're going for more moderate candidates in both parties. So people are done. People want compromise, it seems like, based on the midterm results so far. So we'll see if that keeps happening. But basically, if you're an ultra lib or you're a super con, you're basically getting kicked out on your ass and shown the door this year is what it looks like. But.
Okay, we'll see how it shakes out. And then he also said, like he hopes our families are safe and we're safe and he loves us. So right back at you, buddy. One was from our buddy who's from Ontario who last called in about the McGangbang sandwich. And I'll play you his name in a second because it's one of those hard to make out. And I'd like your input. I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know what his name is, so I'm going to put you guys to a test. But he basically called in to offer condolences on all the shootings in the U.S. from Canada, and then he talked a little bit about the gun process of buying it in Canada. And I'm just done with the gun stuff. We've talked about guns like 17 times already on this fucking show, so I'm not playing his whole message.
Well,
but
thank you for the voicemails, and we understand it's a topic everybody's pretty everybody's got a feeling on. It's one of those.
I went off in Discord on Thursday morning. Like I'm so
until there's anything like different or legislation passes, let's just steer away from it.
Yes,
gun
fun.
control, abortion,
or funny.
and death penalty. Those three are always.
We like to chop it up on this show. Obviously, we do the news, we get it, but I mean, we're trying to escape from those type of, Anyways, let's play his name.
Well, stuff happens. Yeah,
stuff does happen. All right, let me see. Let me hit play on this guy's thing. Where did it go?
There we go. You're almost there. It's about to play.
All right, here we go. All right, on your tab. Get ready. Boom. Get ready.
What's up, guys? It's Mamadon. I'm calling from Northern Ontario again. What's up, guys? It's Mamadon. I'm calling from Northern Ontario again.
Mamada?
No idea.
Marmaduke?
Mamada?
Yeah, Mamada.
Bob something.
All right.
What's the chorus to that Michael Jackson song?
I believe it. Yeah.
Sounds like that one.
Yeah. I couldn't figure that one out. So
it sounds like it was a little choppy. Northern Ontario. I mean, it may be a difficult reception range over there.
It could be. Let me get this one out of here. All right, I'm gonna play you 3 voicemails. Talk amongst yourselves because it's gonna take me a second to get them in.
Okay,
but
3 of them, huh?
Yeah, we're not doing like a top 5 or anything like that. We're just playing the ones that are
good
or relevant or whatever.
Some other news while we wait. Stocks bounced a little bit because Biden is going to go to Saudi Arabia. So people are hoping that puts the gas prices down because no president's been there in a while.
Nice.
Also, good labor report. So like lots of jobs available. But the Fed started tapering this month. So they've got to go down from 8.9 trillion invested in the market to 5.9 over the next 3 years. So we'll see what that does. Hopefully not.
What does that mean?
Oh,
that's tape. So they've got to.
We're gonna play the voicemail.
Pull money out of the market.
Yeah.
No.
More finance.
Hey boys, Casey, your Mama C here. The Hunter Biden sending his porno to his dad thing made me think of my coworker who just told me that he recently just went to go send his fiance a tuck bomb picture of him on the toilet, but accidentally sent it to his mom. It was the worst thing he's ever done. He said he was just mortified. It reminded me of the time that I sent a picture of my newborn son to my family, and because he was all smiling and like giddy and cute, but it was because I just fed him and my nipple was out. So I sent my nipple to 7 other immediate family members of mine, which was pretty fucking embarrassing. Just curious, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done in front of your family or your parents? If you don't have one for your parents, maybe your coworker, your boss. Anyway, don't give up the voicemails. Love you guys. Have a great fucking weekend. Bye.
It's like the Elaine Christmas card.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. It sounded like she was a nice outdoorsry place there with the birds chirping.
Shit.
So, good weather.
Sound good.
Also,
you get a pass on that. Like the breastfeeding thing, like
for sure.
Especially if the baby's super young. There's a pass on that where like people like basically will have to forget about it.
Yeah, what the fuck's a tuck bomb? And also,
is that like a
mangina?
If
you're offended by
is that a mangina picture?
It's a tuck bomb.
Yeah, tuck bomb is.
Like a
I
fruit
think it's a
basket.
mangina picture.
I think
yeah.
it's like a
Fruit basket.
mangina picture. Like he
Yeah,
tucked his.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
he's like,
Silence
From
of
the
Lambs.
toilet,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I'd fuck me. Yeah, well, I guess he's
fuck
pretending
me.
to pee sitting down, maybe.
fuck me.
I don't know.
I'd fuck me.
Have you guys done anything embarrassing? My parents caught a note once when I came back from college in my shorts that came out, and it was like to do before I go back to college, and one of them was delete MILF Hunter porns from parents' computer.
That's amazing.
But I don't know.
I had I was working on my resume one time with my son's mom way back in the day, and she was just like playing around and helping me with the resume, and I didn't know it. Like she wrote in one of the paragraphs, and has the most beautiful, like juicy dick sucking lips you've ever seen, because I have like big fat lips. And I thought she took it out, and I sent the resume to my boss, and she called me in her office, and I was like, what do you think of the resume? She's like, it's great, but you might want to look at, the last line in paragraph 3. And I read it, and the dick sucking lips thing was still in there. And I was like, oh my God.
That's
and
bad.
I was she laughed, but I was mortified.
That's bad.
That
was
is
a woman.
funny.
And yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's all good. I'm sure they knew it was a mistake.
She passed it around to everyone in the office. Everyone knew about it before I even got in.
I bet
Oh,
your
of
penis
course.
looked like it was in a concentration camp after that.
100%. Yeah,
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going into work is probably the worst. I had to go into work right after that time I got jumped in New York, and so like my face was just like I was like on crutches with a completely fucked up face. That is something that you don't want to have to do, especially like when I was at the time I was like managing an office, so like I was having to like be in like high level meetings, like trying to act.
Did you
all
say you got a
responsible
car wreck
and
or something?
You have to like fire someone looking like that.
Even if you did, the fact that you got jumped, there's just no way for it to not look bad on you, even though it wasn't your fault.
Well, right,
you know?
but once you explain the story, but still, when you have to go in,
should have
people
said you're
just
like in a
assume
fight
whatever.
club.
Because people are always like, yeah,
car
okay,
wreck.
sure, that's how it was.
Well, you look crazy when you go in and your face is
Right.
that fucked up. So it's
Yeah.
like you just people aren't used to seeing that in an office.
It's jarring.
So it's,
yes,
yeah. So
Got
you,
anything- got any, Pat?
it's quite a
Let's see,
conversation starter
Just
in a bad way.
straight embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I've told the only one that really comes to mind. Right? I mean, there's a bunch of shit, but
Yeah.
man, in an acting class at the community center when I was like 12, right, there were like some older girls in that class. I thought they were really attractive. I don't know if they were. Probably not. Could have been. Who knows? But I was also 12, so I was like way into getting a soda anytime I could. And I was also way into never wearing jeans. Didn't wear jeans until I was 14. So I was in sweatpants, getting a soda, ready for acting class, and definitely spilled that orange soda all down my pants. And
it's a classic move.
there's just no comprehension of an understanding that you maybe spilled a drink on yourself at that age. It's urine or nothing, right?
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember when you
All the hot girls thought you had urine on
said
your
Laura
pants.
Dunlap on the playground, and you said Laura Dunlap has big boobs or whatever, and when you were like 12.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I definitely
Remember
graffito tagged my elementary school.
Yeah.
Just talking about the largest breasted person
She was
at
developed.
the elementary school.
Yeah.
It was a real
Secund-
Secundius situation when she showed up the next day.
I wasn't lying.
Just the thought of the administrators of who came here in our very nice neighborhood and spray painted the main wall in the recess yard.
Yeah.
And also, I added a pair of tits too. It
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
just the
Yeah,
words.
no, you have
Sure.
to, of course, to that tag.
I really feel
One time-
terrible about
Chef's
that.
kiss.
That reminds
in
me,
retrospect.
Pat.
In retrospect,
that
was
reminds me.
horrible. Sorry.
One time, Pat. I've been a watch guy for life, and one time I was at a new church, but there was this cute girl I was scared of talking to, and instead of looking at her while we talked, I looked at my watch the entire time we were talking because I was so nervous.
No.
And then
that's a
her and her
classic
friends
early
made
Will
fun of me.
move.
Her and her friends made fun of me, like looking at their watch whenever they would talk to me for the entire rest of the time I went to that church. It was brutal.
That's bad.
That's an embarrassing
At
one.
our job at
That sucks.
at like the Wyndham when I quit fired. I got too drunk and like didn't make my shift on
Oh,
time.
this is good.
And so my boss came in and she called me and she's like, "Where the fuck are you?" And I was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to make it in. She's like, "God damn it." And she was like, "All right, no call, no show. Like, this is not good." And I was like, "Okay, the Scarlet Letter," because she just had sex with a married guy. And she's like, "What did you say?" And I hung up. And then she called me back and she was like, "Do you want your job or not?" I was like, "I think it's best if we just, end it." My bad.
Yeah. We were gonna go to jail anyway.
Yeah, we were about to get in trouble. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next voicemail.
Oh, here, wait, I found it. I found it, guys. I found it. This is a conversation, a G chat from the production office of a movie I was working on in 2010.
Okay.
With the female costume designer. You know this woman. Our friend went on to date her for a while. So starting with her, she says, "Is there a Google Doc I'm missing out on updates?
The Three Bears.
And who is Wesley Shepard? And why am I getting pictures of turds in a toilet?"
We used to send each other pictures of our dumps back in the day. And we just heard Wes emailed, sent it to the wrong person. Oh.
Yeah, so it continues here.
Get the picture of the dump. I would love to see
I've been looking for it. You didn't send it to me.
The Three Bears.
I don't think so.
The Three Bears?
That wasn't on the original.
I wasn't even on the email, man. It was really strange. So
three different shaped turds. One was too big, one was too small, and one was just right. The Three Bears.
Okay, I say I say
I'm getting hacked.
She's like, "Who is Wesley Shepard and why am I getting pictures of turds in the toilet?" I said, "I'm not sure. It should update with you every time we update it," referring to the Google Doc. Me saying, and then I say, "Wes is a very talented photographer, as you can see."
Nice.
She said, I say, "Not sure where you're getting those pictures from." And she says, "The composition is stunning." Well, I'm getting an email with them. Does this mean I'm getting hacked?
No.
Yeah.
No, he sent it to the wrong person.
Incredible.
There you go.
Yeah.
Behold the Three Little Bears. Oh, that's hilarious.
I
know, dude. He must have wrote that wrong. I was just trying to find the cast list, and lo and behold, Three Little Bears email.
But it says you were a recipient also, and I didn't get it. Oh, hilarious. So Wes tried to send it to you, but he sent it to the wrong.
I could have been on it. I don't know that I wasn't on it. I just searched my email and couldn't find it. But he was trying to send it to our other friend.
The Three Bears.
Same name, guy and girl.
Yeah,
same name.
it's
I know.
Three Little Bears.
Three Little Bears.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Incredible.
Pretty good.
I was searching
Memory
the Three
there.
Bears.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you are? Damn.
All right, there we go. Oh, sorry. Here, two more.
What it do, you gorilla dick motherfuckers and gorilla clit motherfuckers? BT Danny Dan holding it down up in the Northeast. From us, been getting wild, a lot of gun crimes. I don't know if y'all want to tune into it. A couple of real ridiculousness is going on. Pretty funny. Calling in, fuck, Dr. Yappy Opal or whatever the fuck his name was from Tel Aviv.
Yes.
Speaking to bats and shit. Haven't we had a little too much run-in with bats the past 2-3 years, we say?
A lot of Batmans.
That just scares the fuck out of me that we're going to be talking to him now, and bats is what put us in this whole fucking scenario. Huh? No one else? All right, that's it for that. The other thing I was calling about, my brother's wedding was this past weekend. I was his best man. I had called in asking for tips on being the best man and stuff like that. What tips I got from everybody in the hive, whether it be messages or Instagrams or whatever. Everything was great. My speech went phenomenal. Got a standing ovation.
Nice.
Couldn't have had a better weekend to see my brother get married and see him smile from ear to ear all day.
Hell yeah.
And watch him marry the girl of his dreams, a beautiful girl. So shout out to my brother Patrick and his new wife Elizabeth.
Shout
that's
out.
about it. CT Danny Dan out. Fuck Yappy Opal, Tel Aviv Doctor. Fuck that bat shit. Are you serious? That's fucking insane.
There you go. Congrats.
Congrats, buddy.
We're
Glad to
addicted to
speech
bat
well.
studies, and they'll always hurt us in the end, probably.
Yeah. Bats are crazy creatures, man.
It sure seems like it. Nice. All right, one last one. I'm about to get it up here.
Yeah. So I'll talk while you're getting it up.
Yeah.
So about that Saudi trip, some people are upset because Biden's going after Khashoggi, and then they're mad about the Saudis in general. But then we've been bombing Houthi rebels with the Saudis in Yemen for like 8 years now. So, anyways, he's just pulling a Dustin Johnson. It's WWJD. Just relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you get paid. They got a lot of money those Saudis.
Calling in with your Amish fact of the week. Now, this one's going to be a little different than usual because this one is an extremely positive fact, and I don't think I've ever done that. So let's jump right into it. Today we are talking about Ann F. Byler. She is an Amish woman who founded one of our favorite restaurants as Fat Fucks, Annie Ann's. Now, what a hell of a woman to get these fucking pretzels with the cinnamon on it that I just shoved down my gullet like every other fat bastard. And just hats off to you, Ann. And sorry your community sucks so much, but you're a fucking dime in a dozen. You are a rose in a field of thorns, or however that one goes. But that's the Amish fact of the week. I will be calling in next week, and hopefully Colin from California gets better audio quality so we can understand him. Have a great fucking day, boys.
Throws down the gauntlet. Love it.
Yeah.
Auntie Annie's is Amish. That's great.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's the pretzel place, right?
Yeah, pretzel place.
Yeah, and they do the cinnamon.
Churros and everything.
Yeah, exactly. They're in the malls and shit right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there
I'm
you
about
go.
to go. I got one so close to my house. I'm about to go right now.
There you go. Now you know. It sounds like the rivalry is on between Amish Brock and Colin there because he fired back. So there's the rivalry.
The best. I love how you can smell one of those when you're getting close to it in the mall.
Like, I don't mean to. I don't mean to correct Amish Brock here. I don't mean to. So
what
I'm
happened?
sorry. Well, I just Googled Auntie Ann's because I'm thinking, pretzels. Will's talking about where's the closest one.
I love pretzels, dude. I'd love a soft pretzel with cheese right now so badly.
Are you saying it's not founded by that person?
No, it is. According to delish.com, 12 things you need to know before eating at Auntie Ann's Pretzels. One,
okay,
Auntie Ann is a real person. Okay, that checks out. Right. Ann Byler grew up in a Mennonite family on a farm in Lancaster.
That's so similar to Amish.
That's pretty
like
close.
Basically, that's Amish. I mean, that
they wear the bonnets.
That's pretty damn close.
I mean, like, what are you? You're splitting hairs if it's
they're repressed.
Mennonite.
Well, yeah, if it's pre-schism, post-schism, it could be.
Because they're all Quakers, right?
I just wanted to bring that up.
I mean, they all make the houses.
They're all idiots.
They all build the houses, right?
Or
they're all behind the times. Yeah,
they're all way behind on the times. They have the horses taking them places. All right. So there you go. What else is going on in the Hive? We're done with the voicemails. Let's talk potential guests or updates on the show. A little inside baseball real quick. Pat reached out to Vinny, the court TV guy who had the best day of his life Wednesday when Johnny Depp won. We're trying to get him on the show. Pat, have you heard anything from Vinny?
I'm checking the DMs right now. I don't think so.
I
What
think
did we say? We said something like, "You're fucking electric, Vinny."
Yeah.
We fucking love Vinny Politan. Here, it's at Vinny Politan.
Everyone reach out to at Vinny Politan and tell him to come on the show.
He's the guy that was just like absolutely fucking shocked at the.
This is a game changer.
Reaction at Vinny Politan.
He was personally.
I said, Vinny, your coverage today was legendary, absolutely amazing. We did a segment on your post-verdict commentary for the Thursday episode. Would you be open to coming and doing a guest spot sometime? So
at Vinny, how do you spell it?
At Vinny, it's VINNIE POLITAN. Maybe an at Vinny. You need to do Hard Factor.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny.
Give him a nudge.
The Hardo Hive is your people.
Yeah. And then last one, where are we at with Jenna Jameson, Wes?
I mean, you guys know I've reached out to her several times in the past weeks.
We're playing, because she's liking all of our stuff.
Yeah, but she completely ignored my last invitation, which was not.
She's playing hard to get. No. She's playing hard to get. She's driving us nuts, and it's working. She's trying to, and it's working.
Playing hard to get for the first time in her life.
Is
there? Love you, Jenna.
Is there something we can do with Jenna? Either. Can we end around to like a representative so we hit her from the other side, or can we do some sort of public situation like an at Vinny Politan, but a little bit more thoughtful to get Jenna? Yeah. What can we do as a community?
Everyone can ask Jenna to come on Hard Factor too, probably.
That's
just politely.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to split the audience here. I feel like Jenna's. I want to think about what we do to Jenna.
Well, I mean, it's really
how
we choose your own adventure. If you feel strongly about either one of those, go for it. You know what I mean?
Nudge. Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I emailed her on May 17th. Hey, Jenna, glad to see you are doing better every day, and physical therapy is helping. We just wanted to check in to see if you were up for coming on the show still. No pressure, just doing our due diligence because we would love to have you. Love Hard Factor.
I feel like that was too thirsty.
Did she read it? Does it show that she read it?
It doesn't show read.
Yeah, see, she might not. She might not even.
Oh, she's reading our Instagram DMs.
The problem probably was when
That
you
was
called
on
it
Instagram.
a DM and email.
That was. I didn't shoot in her email. It's a.
Oh, that was an IG
That was
DM?
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
hasn't read
how he's
it
been
yet.
communicating with her, but it doesn't sound like she's even viewed it yet. Is the
She
problem?
hasn't read it yet.
She loved
We
the
have to-
last
you know-
one.
She
You know what we
followed
have
us
to do?
on our accounts instead of.
You know what we have to do because she views our videos. We need to
Mhm.
post a video requesting her to come.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna
She sees the
Jameson.
timeline.
Jenna,
Yeah, quiet down. Direct to camera.
Jenna, Wes has something to ask you. Big fans, by the way.
Yeah. Jenna, we're so glad to hear that you are doing well and your recovery is going as planned. We would love to have you on the show. We are all huge fans of yours, and all of the members of the Hive, the men, are also huge fans. And it would be just
And
an
the women.
honor.
We're all
and the
fans.
women, well, especially the men. It would be an honor to have you on the show. We will be gentlemen. We will treat you with respect, and we would love for you to come on and tell your story. We love you.
Please.
Hopefully, we'll talk to you soon.
Well, Wes, let's
Come
get
on.
Now do one where you don't
did it.
sound like a pussy.
yeah. Let's get real quick a clean Wes two camera.
Come on,
so,
Jenna, we love you. Yeah.
So Eric, you can put this in. This is direct message to you, Jenna James, something along those lines. So we can really because we got to try to catch her. you
Hey,
know?
Jenna, we love you. We would love to talk to you on the show. Big fans.
Wes, maybe take your sunglasses off and turn, and then make eye contact with the camera while you're saying this is a message to Jenna Jameson, like the TV's talking to her. You know what I
Call
mean?
out her specific scenes you like, maybe.
You got this, Wes. It's all on Wes now, baby.
Tell me when.
All right, 1, 2, 3, Wes.
Hey, Jenna. This is Wes from Hard Factor. How you doing? I know we've been communicating from time to time. You know I'm a big fan. You know we're all big fans. We're glad to see the recovery is going as planned, and we would love to have you on the show. We'd like to discuss all of your film work, from Dangerous Tides to all the others that we've enjoyed over the years. And please reach out to us. We've reached out to you. It's high time you came on and gave the people what they want, and that's to hear directly from you and to hear how you're doing, because we all care about you and we all love you. Thanks, sweetie.
Please sit on my face.
Throw it real quick. Throw in also.
Babe,
I have
thanks,
cancer. Just. I have cancer just as an insurance.
Also, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I do have cancer, and I don't know how long I'm going to be around. And this is literally my dying wish, to have you on Hard Factor News. So, can you make it happen? Thank you.
That's the one. All right,
That's yours to work with,
That's
Eric.
the one. That's the one. All right. So that's Inside Baseball. We want
Maybe headline. You'll never believe the news about Jenna Jameson, right? So it definitely comes up in her.
At her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We want Vinny. We want Jenna. Okay, that's the Inside Baseball. I think we already talked about the Florida Man Fridays, and the Hive Hour is going to be on an Apple Podcast subscription soon, so it'll be easier to get to. If you don't want to go to Patreon, it'll cost the same. If you want to get in the Discord, you're invited to if you get the Apple Podcast subscriptions, but you're going to have to DM us so we can send you a link or whatever. And then real quick, I got some Facebook comments because this is fun. Here's some Facebook comments from this week on our directed towards our post. Here is the first one. So for Johnny Depp, we posted, the update that Johnny Depp, blah, 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 he won. And then James Joseph wrote, "You paid Facebook to crap on my timeline, so I'm returning the favor." And it's a picture of a dog shitting. He thinks we paid to get the post promoted, which we didn't. And he just put a picture of a dog shitting.
So he follows us.
No.
But thinks that we paid.
No, he just found it somehow. It was just in his algorithm.
He thinks we're stalking.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's our problem.
Yeah, exactly. He made an assumption. And then Doug Gilbert on the same post said, "Meanwhile, in the land of nobody gives a shit."
That's on his desktop.
Yeah.
That means on his desktop.
That's his background. That's his background image. That guy is so wrong, though. Everybody gave a shit about Johnny Depp and Amber Turd.
For sure.
Huge.
Now let's go to the plane post about the woman who married a plane. Shy Sai post a link to the mentalhealth.gov. Get immediate help for that lady. Just the link.
It's a good point.
Just the literal link to get help. Mentalhealth.gov.
I mean, it's a good point by Shy.
It's pretty good. And then it's a great point. Yeah.
She shouldn't be having sex with her airplane.
Jesse Nussbaum says that toy smells weird.
Yep. Jesse's right too.
He's true. Right. And then for the stripper, it was the stripper that stripped for her brother by accident. A top fan of
Kendra.
ours. Eden Stevenson says, incest is nothing new to humans. We've been doing it forever, and I'm sure we won't stop anytime soon. Humans are still primitive monkeys after all. So he's
Good
no
point
big deal.
by Eden.
Yeah, no big deal for Eden. And then
People forget we're animals after all. Yeah.
My favorite probably of the week is for the violent dolphins in North Padre Island that are just attacking people. They're horrible.
Separating pets from their owners.
They're killing pets.
Kids.
Hoyt Chris says dolphins are known to rape things to death for fun. They also have prehensile penises, so like a tentacle, so they can grab you inside because that's what lady dolphins like, I guess. This is true nightmare fuel waiting to happen, and he's right. Dolphins are the worst. Whales suck.
Except for its orca
toothed whale.
Yeah. So
toothed whale.
Don't forget to be aware of the orcas and how great they are.
Be aware that they're dangerous. And that's it. That's it
All
for
right.
the week.
Let me pull up the wheel for the start of next.
Let us know how that segment was.
Yeah. No, it was great, Mark. I'll let you know right now. It was fantastic.
Give us a
Spin
name
for
for
who does that segment next week. What first?
Okay, here we go. First one.
And then don't remove that person.
The hive jive. The hive vibe.
High five. It's gonna be Will.
There you go.
All right. Ask and you shall receive. I got it. I got the hot drive next.
Oops. Damn it.
Don't take me out of there. Hey, come on.
I didn't mean
back
to.
in.
Didn't mean
be
to.
back in, man.
Force a habit. Okay, here we go.
What if Will
this
gets
is for
doubled here?
Coffee here.
Oh,
it's a mark.
Marv. All right.
Dub.
Okay. Happy Sunday.
Yeah. There's Will again.
TikToky.
There's your lineup for
There
next
it
week
is.
for
That's
Sunday.
it. You know what? It's been 96 minutes, so I think we need to leave. But we'd love for you all to get out there and have a great fucking weekend.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.